Hello, Guardians, and welcome to Destiny Reset, Episode 52. This podcast is about anything and everything related to Destiny the game. If you love playing Destiny as much as we do, you're in the right place. This reset, Iron Banner returns, the Destiny Reset Masterclass Cup is well underway, and we get questions galore from the Dirt Fam Discord chat. Guardians, hello and welcome. This is Arrow Knight, and of course, Cyborg Sasquatch. What is up, dude?
What it do?
How's it going?
It's going good, man. Top of a lovely weekend.
Yes.
It's Friday night. We're recording a little early this week. And we're
early for us as of late.
Yeah, we're ready to celebrate some independences and some things. And
it's actually funny because as we're recording today, it's actually Canada Day.
It is, in fact, Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.
This is for you, Terry. Oh, Canada, our home and native land.
Are you sure you're not from Canada?
No comment.
We've got definitely some Canadian Guardians in the fam.
No doubt. That was for them. But
we also have
America, y'all, it's 4th of July coming up, and we're going to pop some fireworks and drink beer.
America.
Yeah.
Why do we always have to say America when we talk about America, North America?
It's a little bit of
the United States.
Self-deprecation there. It is the United States of America's birthday.
They don't even say Monday. America where I'm at in the Midwest. Like
nobody says it. It's just a thing.
Oh, man.
But happy 4th of July to all you Guardians out there in the US of A. And maybe serving the US of A in different bases and places throughout the world. I see you listening. I know where you are.
We see those dots on the map.
I see them
download
dots.
Map.
My dot, dude, our dots actually started working again.
Yeah, I know. They were down for a while.
Time.
I thought it was a browser compatibility issue.
No, but it just kicked on the other day. I was like, ooh, dots. Good to see dots again.
That's how we used to hone in on the geography lesson.
Yeah, we were spying with our spy satellites.
Back in the day.
Yep. All right, buddy. Speaking of geography, right? Speaking of dots, let's do my geography lesson of the week. This is the part of the show where I get to feature a person from around the world. If you want to be featured here, send us a tweet or an email with the place that you're from, what's so special about it, and your favorite class in Destiny, and you could be here right at the top of the show.
Speaking of, real quick, and we'll get into this here a couple bullet points down, but you got an ambassador on your hands here, man.
I know. I know. This is a very special one. Mr. TX Andyman, who you may have heard of, hails from Austin, Texas. Can't get any more America than that. And he writes via email, "What's up, fellas? Andy here, and I think it's time to send you my geography lesson. I've given everyone else an ample opportunity to shine, and it's finally time to blow them out of the water. Winky face. Austin, Texas tops just about every list out there, from fittest city to best place to raise a family. We have a vibrant social scene with tons of stuff to do. We have events happening just about every weekend, but some of our bigger ones are South by Southwest, which is known mainly for the music festival, but it's also a movie and tech festival that runs for about 2 weeks. Austin City Limits is another big music festival weekend. Formula One weekend, among many, many others. We are the state capital of Texas, home to the University of Texas Longhorns, Circuit of the Americas, and the iconic 6th Street with its crazy nightlife. Plenty of outdoor activities to do with trails to run, hike, and bike, natural springs to swim in, and lakes and rivers to go boating. If you're a foodie, we've got what you need, with tons of very eclectic dining choices, but some of our best offerings are the barbecue places that are in our city or in our surrounding area, most of which have been featured in print and television as best barbecue places in the country. When the Aeroborg bus comes rolling through on its world tour, we'll make sure we show you a good time." Do you know what his favorite class is? Because I think he's a Titan.
I think so.
We'll see if I'm right. Correct me if I'm wrong, Andy. I've played with you enough times that I should know.
Well, let's find out real fast. Did he
Yeah, where is he playing in the Masterclass Cup? Just go look at his
I'm looking
assignment.
It up.
Well, while that's going on, let me just say, as of today when we're recording, by the time you get this wonderful podcast into your device, the Derp Fam t-shirt campaign on Teespring has relaunched by popular demand.
Yes.
There's a number of you out there that didn't get the opportunity to order one. A bunch of you started to reserve orders for the next campaign. I saw that, and people kept asking, so I just jumped in, figured out I could do that myself. So we relaunched it.
Made it happen.
It's happening. There's no reservation requirement since it's a reprint for us, so it is going to print for you guys who have already reserved one. So if you missed it and maybe you need a different size, you want one for your dog or for your brother or your mother, whatever, you've got till July 13th when that will end. So that's a little over 11 days from when we are launching it. Jump on in there and get you a shirt.
And remember, we were talking about this before the show.
Yeah.
Tips from my wife.
Tips from Aaron's wife.
Wash it inside out.
Yes.
Because Cyborg, you were talking very specifically about the way it is printed.
Yes. It's got that.
You don't
it's got
want
that
it to rub off
stuff that's on the shirt. If you don't take care of it and wash it, that stuff will come off eventually. Enough wear and tear.
We don't want that.
Yeah, so wash it inside out, and it'll keep it nice and fresh.
Which actually, that picture of the Traveler, it could probably flake off a little bit and still just look like the same.
Yeah,
image.
you could get away with that for a little while, and we'd be okay. But man, so exciting to get these shirts. I'm wearing mine right now.
So cool.
And it was super cool for those of you that got the shirt, you threw it on your body, and you took a picture and sent it to us. That was wonderful.
It was so cool for the face reveal to be with the t-shirts, man.
The
Derp Fam
mass
t-shirts.
Derp Fam face reveal. So here's the deal, guys. If you want to be featured in something cool that we're going to put together and you ordered a shirt, throw that bad boy on and tweet us or email us or Discord us a pic of you in that shirt so that we can use that for something cool we're going to put together for the community.
Exciting.
Super exciting. Did you find out
TX
what he
Handyman
is?
is a Titan.
Yeah, I got it right.
You're right.
I'm the man.
So very cool. I like Titans.
Yeah, so since we're talking Masterclass, man, give us some updates.
Yes.
What's going on here? How's it been going?
Well, of course, a shout out to Holden, Raven, Unique, and Joe for coming up with this idea and facilitating it in every way, shape, and form. We, of course, are recording early, so we do not have
we
full totals.
Yeah, we don't have the results yet. We would have liked to have been able to
step.
Announce the winner on the show,
Yes.
but it just timing didn't work out. So obviously we will again on next week's show, but we'll put it up on Twitter and everywhere else who the final class winner is.
I will say that initially we posted some scores. We played Wednesday night, which we'll get into that later. But initially it was looking pretty rough for Hunters, but not many Hunter teams have played up to this point. I think a lot of people are waiting for the weekend, so it's going to be interesting to see what totals we end up with.
Yeah, I think only a couple of the Warlocks have played too.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot of games to be had this weekend. I still have to get mine in. We'll talk more about that in the reset. But man, I have to say there's been a lot of trash talking this week in Discord.
That Discord Masterclass Cup channel basically should just be Derp Fam Trash Talk channel.
Plenty of wagers were made. Plenty of challenges were thrown out. Gauntlets thrown down. People got passionate. We'll see how the chips lie, and those of you who have made commitments will have to pony up.
Yeah, it was going down again this afternoon.
Really? I missed that.
Yeah. It's all week, man. It's going to be nice to hit reset, and then all the fam becomes family.
Everybody cools off for a little while. Well,
it's all in fun, right?
Inevitably, one group of people will have lots of bragging rights.
Yes.
So there will be a lot of championing and
May
trash
not make
talk
it any
from
better.
one particular group. There will be a lot of saltiness from the remaining 65%. It'll be an interesting week. We'll
It's a
make
good
it
thing
through.
the fam keeps it real, man. Nothing personal.
As long as everybody keeps it real, we'll be good.
Man, this week we had a nice fun announcement.
Yeah.
We got some Derp Fam ambassadors.
Yeah, tell us about the ambassadors.
The ambassadors. Well, first of all, they are TX Andyman, Holding Court, and Them's Tattoos. You'll notice them in the Discord as a nice purple or legendary color.
Dude, that purple
however
looks
you want
good
it.
too.
I like it, yeah. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's the role here? What's their role?
Derp Fam
Cyborg?
ambassadors are there purely to reach out to the new members of Derp Fam when they come in. So you're a guy, you've been listening to the show, or you found us online. You said, I'm going to join the Derp Fam. And you jump in to the Bungie.net group or the Discord, and you're like, hi guys, what's up? I'm this guy. This is my name. What's going on? And guess what? One of these three guys are going to be there. And they're going to say, hey man, welcome. And their job is to make sure that you find your place. They're going to make sure you find people to play with, that they can answer questions that you might have about what's going on and how to get involved and all those fun things. So we gave this title to these three individuals because they are already doing these things. Yes. They deserve some recognition, and we thought they represented our community really, really well. And we all know we need all the help that we can get here because new people are joining in every single day, and it's been awesome to see that. So
going forward, we're going to leave an evaluation form in your door after you've talked with them. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
We're
not going to do that.
Did I get those TPS reports?
TPS reports.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate performance of DX Andy Man? All right.
Not going to happen.
Congrats, guys. We love you. We
Congrats.
appreciate you. Everybody give a shout out or a pat on the back virtually to these three individuals if you run across them, because they are super duper.
Super duper Derp Fam Guardians.
To the max.
How about another Derp Fam Guardian that's doing something pretty cool, man?
Yeah.
We're gonna give a little shout out. We kind of briefly mentioned it several episodes back. We've got some more details, and we will mention it again before it actually takes place. But our good buddy Scorio is having a Derp Fam reunion at his house.
Yeah.
October 14th through 16th.
Yep.
And families are welcome.
Yeah, they are. And he's in the Midwest.
Yes. Midwest.
Yeah.
So he is located in Missouri.
Missouri.
What's the plans with it, man?
Friday, they're going to have a chill night. There's going to be drinks, and there's going to be games. Saturday, there's access to a local gym for activities. Last but not least, Scorio will try to house as many as he can. He already has 12 Derp Fam attending. So if you want more details, message him on Discord or PlayStation or Xbox. Scorio.
And it's all the same. It's Scorio. Scoreo. He said, feel free to message him any questions.
Correct.
Yes.
So, sounds super fun. It'll be a great time for people to get together and chill. If you can't make it to Destiny Con for whatever reason, maybe it's too far, you're not good timing, you can't afford it, this is another great opportunity for you to meet up with other members of the fam.
Yes. If you are really thinking about going, hit him up with a message, ask for directions, and say, I'm coming, dude.
That's it. Just be there, man. Just show up with yourself, your body, and a Derp Fam t-shirt.
Yes, the shirts, man. Anywhere you're going where there's Derp Fam, wear that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Wear the cool shirt. Cyborg.
Yes.
How was your reset?
It was terrible. No, I'm just kidding.
Terrible.
There was good,
as in
good times
the
and
games
bad
you
times.
played, or you didn't play much?
No, I played. I tried to play. Here's the keyword: tried.
Uh-oh.
What did I do? All I have done this week is PvP because I had to get as much practice as I could in this week and last weekend, get ready for the Masterclass Cup, represent well for my Warlock brethren. And so, played a lot of that, played some Iron Banner, which is somehow back to its former glory of the worst place to play in the Crucible. I don't know what your experience was like. A lot of green bar lag.
It's so funny how it happens, man, because I think last time we talked about Iron Banner, your experience was fine and mine was horrible. And mine this time was I've probably played 5 to 10 games, and it has been smooth.
I don't know if it's related to, who you're in a lobby and playing with. Maybe my connection was bad, and I don't know.
Well, I really wonder, I've started to notice if you have someone with a bad connection on your team, I'm really starting to notice and pay attention to see if you experience more lag in your games as a whole.
I mean...
But I don't know. I don't know if there's any validity to that.
I think most of the people on my teams, I'm looking every game to see, because I'm having issues, and I just see green bars. Not yellow, not red. Green across the board, and then maybe sometimes I'd see like 1 or 2 red bars on the other team occasionally. But what it's telling me is that there's all these great connections, but I'm having things like I'm scoping an enemy player. He's standing there. I put my reticle on his face. I pull the trigger. I'm continuing to look at his face, and he's still alive. I know that the reticle was on his face. I know that shot should have landed. This happened to me 4 times this week.
That's not cool.
No, it's not cool, and I don't even understand what is happening. It's some kind of hit detection, damage referee, connection stuff. I don't know.
I had a few laggers in our games, but we had 6 Dirt Fam running, and that always makes it a little bit more pleasant.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's been pretty smooth for me in the games that I've played, but I'm gonna play some more. So hopefully I don't experience what you're experiencing.
I'm gonna play some more. I mean, I'm not letting it get me down too much. I mean, I can still have some fun, but because I'm not playing this month to get anything. So I'm not really getting upset that I'm not progressing or anything, because I don't need any of the stuff.
Well, I actually forgot I got to almost level 2 on my Titan, just goofing around practicing for the Masterclass Cup, and I forgot I wanted to run it on my Hunter so I could get that cool cloak. So I'm probably going to switch to my Hunter now.
Well, I wanted to do it on my Titan this week, but because I don't play on them enough, I'm worried that in the middle of the week where I'm supposed to be top of my game with my Warlock, if I go switch to my Titan, play a bunch of 6s with them, get back into that groove, and then switch back to my Warlock, that I'm not going to adjust well, and I'll have trouble. So I just decided to opt out of that.
That works, man.
Gotta win, bro. I got some tough opponents ahead of me, so gotta bring my A game. So did you get any of your games in so far this week? I think you had one set you got done, right?
Wednesday night, Maddie, myself, and it's business time. Businessman 24 played Scumbag Brian, M. Nolan, and Des Raven. You were asking me about Masterclass Cup, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hunters, right?
Yep. Titans versus Hunters. It was a lot of fun. We won several games. They won. And then on our last game, we played Sword Hilts and Supers only.
Oh, wow.
And it was a blast.
That sounds like fun.
It was so fun. We were a little... having the slam helped us out a little bit as a super doing Sword Hilts. But, dude, it takes 2 hits. I didn't even realize it would only take 2 hits. And you realized very quickly you had to team hit so that you could take them down quickly.
Yeah.
But, man, it was so fun. And we got so lucky, which I know you're going to share with us the other part of your experience this week. But we match made the very first attempt right into a game against our Dirt Fam opponents. It was amazing.
You're so lucky.
It was so nice. What about you, Cyborg?
Not so much in my case. So we were trying to play Flavor's team, which he had to sub somebody in because their ringer, quote unquote, can only play on certain nights, unfortunately. So I guess I lucked out there, but so we tried to start playing at like 10 o'clock. I guess it was Wednesday night. And we just went through several rounds of different matchups of people trying to match. Finally, we go back to me and Flavor's, and we match. And we're like, okay, my team's switching to party chat. We're flying. I switch to party chat. Destiny freezes. I'm like, oh my God. So they go into the match and I'm like, wait, maybe I can, reboot and jump in real quick. And then they get a guy that gets in there and then they invite him to party and we're like, hey, do you mind like backing out? Cause we're trying to do this thing. And he's like, okay, yeah, cool. He leaves. Well, I log back in, Weasel error. Can't log in. Close it again. Log back in. Get on. Finally get in. And we're all in Exodus Blue. But they had already had like accidental kills and the scores were all messed up. We're like, all right, let's just, we will, sacrifice this match and, just call it moot and start from a new fresh match. Well, we were dumbasses and our score gap at the end was too large.
Oh, no.
And we go to Orbit and it says, oh, we're breaking up these teams to find a better match. No. We're like, no! We spend another 45 minutes, I think, trying to match. Finally, we match again. Flying. Switch to game chat. Destiny freezes.
No, dude.
Log back in. Weasel.
I hope nobody else has experienced quite that much frustration.
So a third player gets match made back in to take my place. And we're just sending them party invites. We're sending them messages. I send them messages. I'm like, hey, we're trying to do sweats. Like, do you mind backing out so I can get in? Blah, blah, blah. They go the whole match. The dude won't leave. Finally, it goes to the end and he just messaged me back and he's like, oh. I'm like, oh my God, man.
Sorry.
So we tried, but it got late, man. And people were like barely awake that were not used to playing that late. And, it was almost like midnight. So we gave up.
Didn't get it done.
We played like an Iron Banner match and everybody crashed.
Have you rescheduled?
Yeah, we're going to try again, this weekend. And so I haven't got any in. I couldn't get it together with Joe and his team. Time wasn't right there either. Then Darth's schedule was messed up this week, so I have to sub somebody in for him. It's been crazy, but we're gonna get it done.
Yeah, we ran into that.
We're gonna figure it out.
We were gonna try and fit in both matches Wednesday night, and the other team had to crash, so which it was already pretty late. So actually, we had a couple people sub in tonight for us. So Businessman was playing with a couple other Titans. So
gotcha.
It happens, man.
Yeah,
it happens. Scheduling.
It's all good. I'm thinking maybe next year it might be a wise idea to maybe try to do it over like 2 weeks.
Yes.
Just to give people a little more leeway to get them in,
That's a good point.
We'll see. But anyways,
2 resets.
The 2 games that I played, I had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Playing with
we had
all
a blast.
The fam and
it's basically playing sweats. We allowed exotic armor, but no heavy.
Yeah,
and
that's what we were doing. We were planning just to do no heavy, to keep it simple.
It was fun, man. It's a lot of fun. It's just as fun as playing sweats, especially playing against the Derp fam and not some randos. It's always a good time.
Yep. So that's been we had most of my reset all week. Yeah.
PvP week for both of us.
Pretty much. Well, that was the focus with what was going on, between Iron Banner and the Cup. That's pretty much what everybody's doing this week.
Well, at first I was thinking, oh man, Iron Banner, that's right. And then actually I realized it was great because I practiced in Iron Banner before we played.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized, oh wait, it's a holiday weekend, because it seemed like everyone was saving their games for this weekend. This, of course, past weekend when you're listening to this, but it's a holiday weekend. So it's like, man, I hope everybody can fit in their matches.
Some people are like, oh, I'll be out of town this day, but I'll be back, so you got to work around that. But we'll just see what we could do. I keep like talking to Joe, and he's like, if we get them, that's cool. If not, he's like so lackadaisical about it, and I'm like, but I gotta get my matches in, Joe's like, whatever, it's all cool.
It's all good, man. Whatever.
You don't care.
That's Joe. Hopefully on the next episode we will have a winning announcements.
Yeah.
Masterclass winning announcements.
There'll be an announcement.
Yeah, since we're recording so early, we don't even have, I haven't even played any trials.
I know.
I can't even go off on that tangent.
I didn't even check because I had a hellacious work day, but what is the map?
Same for me. Dude, I don't even know. So we both did.
Right, hold on.
Let's look this up.
On Twitter.
Well, actually, when I went to look for the map, I saw that Destiny went down, which...
Oh, yeah.
We'll get into.
It's good down. Let me see. Firebase Delphi.
What? Oh, okay, cool. What? Oh,
let me say it right. Delphi. Okay. In case you're listening.
Does that work?
Delphi. It's Delphi.
Does that work?
Is that good enough? Okay.
Delphi.
What were you saying?
Servers went down.
Yes.
Basically right when Trials was going to launch, right? Which is kind of a little news topic.
Yes. We can talk about that.
Since we have no Trials to talk about, we will have Trials to talk about, probably 2 sets of it the next episode, because I am definitely going to have to play this map.
Yeah, this is a fun one. I usually just try to control that horseshoe, man. A lot of people say stay out of the horseshoe, but if you can work together as a team and control that and make them come to you, then it can work. It can work.
It definitely can. Or you can get worked. No.
That's definitely happened to me too. So we had maintenance twice this week, and I don't know what they're going to do about today's stuff, but we had maintenance June 28th to fix a variety of errors people were getting. We had maintenance June 30th, which was the Thursday, to resolve issues with contacting Destiny servers. I was getting that, but it wasn't really affecting my gameplay. Well, as far as I know. And then today, Destiny went down. What the French is going on, man?
I don't know, man.
Like, what did they do? Everything was so stable.
They've got something going on in the back end.
They are up to some stuff, bro. We'll talk about that because somebody asked us a question about that. But
sooner than ROI.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say too much. So, yeah.
We know nothing.
We know nothing, Jon Snow. This week at Bungie?
Not much.
Not much to say.
How did you describe it? He's...
dodging and weaving.
Dodging and weaving, yes.
I think it said bobbing and weaving.
Bobbing and weaving, yes.
Which DJ is the master
too, man. It's
of
like
bobbing and weaving.
5.5 paragraphs of bobbing and weaving.
Oh, but man, I gotta give a shout out to a really cool guy. I don't know how to pronounce his Twitter handle though. I think it's Dubba, but it could be Duba.
I think it might be Duba.
Yeah, it could be Duba. Duba is a really cool guy. He has YouTube videos and stuff, and you may have seen some of his stuff in the past, where he does weekly Xur wraps, but he did a really cool one this week, and he did a exotic weapons wrap where he mentioned every single exotic weapon, but also tied like a cool lyrical hook in between each one where they all tied together. Man, it was great. I gotta give him props.
I saw that.
But he got movie of the week this week, man.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Yeah, so got to give him a shout out and some props for that. Pretty cool guy, talented guy. Go check him out.
Exotic weapons.
At
Destiny
Duba,
rap.
DUBA plays games on Twitter. So, and then I caught this today. Cosmo replied to a Bungie forum post responding about someone that was mentioning trouble getting certain faction items such as ships and shaders. Cosmo confirmed broadly there are issues with ships and shaders between Crucible, Vanguard, and factions not dropping properly.
He did confirm
he
that was an
confirmed
issue.
it broadly across the board, not just a particular one. It's across the board. There are issues with those things on all factions.
I think everyone knows now.
Yes. Well, but it's just nice for someone to say like it's not just one particular ship or one particular.
I don't think
they're not unaware that it's a problem across different ones.
I wasn't referring to everybody knowing what he was talking about. I was referring to everybody knowing our little inside joke.
Yeah.
But we won't go off on that tangent.
No, we won't get too far into that issue. So, yeah, I think that was the majority of the news that we caught this week.
Yes. Now, they did mention briefly, we all know we're getting our Moments of Triumph on Bungie Day. They've already confirmed that. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah, well, that's coming up
in a week.
By next Thursday, I guess, right?
Yes, that'll be fun. I think a lot of us in the Dirt Fam probably have almost fully, if not already, completed it, but it's still exciting.
But here's the thing, Masterclass Cup is going to finish at reset, and this will give an opportunity for all of those who have completed that stuff to reach out into the community and help those who have not.
Help the Dirt Fam, Dirt Fam.
Whatever those achievements are, and we think we know what a lot of them are. There's plenty of people who haven't done that stuff. So
you know what? Well, that'll be the challenge. If you log in that day and you've already completed everything, you have not.
That's right.
Go help the Derp Fam.
You haven't helped someone.
We need to do that, Cyborg. Mm-hmm. We need to do that.
I'm going to. I did it last year. Helped a few people with the Skolas, man, and it was tough.
Yeah, that one was probably rough.
That was a tough one,
You should get another pat on the back for that.
It was tough.
That was back when he was a beast.
My back was tired.
Yes.
Okay.
Not a ton going on.
Oh, one other little thing, just tiny little tidbit. Scott Taylor, Rise of Iron executive producer, quote, Gallahorn is obviously one of the most memorable weapons in all of Destiny, but the sandbox is always evolving. So when Rise of Iron comes out, Gallahorn will appropriately be tuned to Rise of Iron to that experience. I.e., contrary to the language that Deej displayed in the stream, which was, it will be returned to its former glory.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be retuned.
Retuned as in give us the old Gallahorn back? See, I don't ever think that's the case. I figured it was
He's saying right here they're going to tune it to the current sandbox.
Yeah.
That tells me Nerf.
Yes. That tells us all Nerf. So what is
Nerf them all? Somebody put a bug up every developer's butt at Bungie some point in the last 12 months, and they're just like, I'm going to nerf everything.
There needs to be one solid line going across this environment of Destiny. It's all must be. What was the word? It was actually a really good episode on Crucible Radio this past week. They had John Wisniewski on again. But what did he say they use instead of balancing? They use tuning? It wasn't tuning. Was it tuning? They don't use the word balance. They're not trying to balance the game. Right. They're just doing periodic tuning.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't remember what the exact language he used was.
Yes.
It's real funny about that language over there, Bungie.
Yes. But you know what? I'm with Joe. I hope with Rise of Iron, we see 3 of Coins go away.
I don't know, man.
Well, we'll get into some Rise of Iron stuff. What's the main topic this week, Cyborg?
Bungo.
That's a great topic.
Please nerf Discord topic 2 OP.
Yes, we just came up with that because we asked you guys and you overloaded us.
Yeah.
With topics.
Well, I just was like, it was a busy week, guys, and we're like, we got to get a quick show in this week because we're about to go on vacation. So, but I was like, hey, let's just ask if anybody has anything they just want us to talk about in the show. We're like,
well, get ready.
Okay, here's 30 questions. So,
anything from Rise of Iron to the meaning of life.
We are going to power drive through these questions. You want to get started?
Let's get started now. I mean, they may not be the answers you're looking for. But
yeah, I can't. Don't get your hopes up, guys.
They're fun though. Some of them are fun.
Highway to Heaven wanted to ask me how great was it being in party chat with me last night. I don't know because my Astro 50s are a piece of shit, and everybody can agree with that.
Whoa, they are, man. I really feel
not yours,
for you,
mine.
Dude. I don't get it. And I will say that like the Xbox is really picky with headsets because I plug my Astros into my PlayStation, man, and they're amazing. And I don't even have to have anything plugged into my controller.
When I first got them, they were wonderful. But it's like one day.
Well, yours are flat out broken.
Yeah, one day my mic just stopped having like proper gain. Like people just couldn't hear me anymore. And I know when we played Trials, I have to put it in my mouth.
Yeah, even if I probably am going to try to do this and it still won't be as quiet and or crackly, but you're like, hey, Arrow.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And I'm like, dude, I got to be able to turn this up somewhere. I don't know, like, is your headset... I'm frustrated for you, man, because those are expensive headsets. I remember when you told me you ordered yours.
They were not cheap.
And I'm like worried mine are going to do it, because you flip that mic up and down and, there's wires in there, but I mean, they're still going strong.
And I asked for help and they were just like, here's 30 things to do. Come back to us after you've done them all.
That just stinks, man, because there's like 99 of them working out of 100 and yours
for sure.
decided to be the lemon.
But, I just saw that they have a new generation of the A50s coming out. And they're going to have some software that you can adjust stuff on PC, and one of them is adjusting your gain and your noise gate. And I have a slight suspicion that there's something up with my noise gate and my gain in these, and there's just something that's kind of wonky in the firmware or something. So what I'm hoping is when they release the new gen that they'll put out new firmware for these, and maybe, fingers crossed, my $330 pair of plastic headphones will work again.
It would be nice if it was an update and not hardware related.
That would be wonderful.
Issue. I will say mine, man, like it's so nice on PlayStation, like I said, because I don't have to plug it into my controller. It's all wireless. But even on Xbox, when I plug it in, more than anybody, it acts like you said this. Yeah, it doesn't register that I have it plugged in, and it shuts off every like 10 or 15 minutes, and I have to turn my headset back on.
French.
So I don't know.
All right.
It's weird. Anyways, since you're the, we haven't talked about this in a while, but one day in Discord, you were tagged as the mom.
I don't know how that worked out, but.
Don't take it too serious, man. But since you were, you're going to have to answer this next question.
Jupiter asked the meaning of life and where babies come from.
Please tell us all.
Well, what do you think the meaning of life is?
No, you go for it, man.
Why do I got to take this question?
No, it's yours, man. I want to hear what you have to say.
The meaning of life.
Play Destiny.
Is to play Destiny.
Is your destiny.
Babies come from when a daddy podcaster meets a mommy podcaster.
There was I got a good one. There was a pregnant pause there.
When a daddy podcaster meets a mommy podcaster, an RSS feed form is born. And out of that comes baby after baby, episode after episode, week after week.
Guardians and ghosts.
We birth together. So
sick loot.
When me and Aaron and I are talking, we're making babies.
That got weird.
Babies. Hey, you
Let's
made
roll
me
right on
answer
to
the
this next
question.
one. Let's roll right on to this next one. At Darth Digits. And you're going to have to answer this because I don't know what this guy's talking about, our good old buddy Darth. You know, I have to say, I forgot. I can't believe this slipped my mind. Darth, which is your good Xbox Fire Team bro, right?
Sure.
He won our Taken King giveaway.
Yeah, he did.
Dude,
A
I
long
forgot
time
about
ago.
that. I remembered
that
that,
up
like the
recently.
day that he won and him
Mhm.
tweeting us, and it just totally slipped my mind.
Totally.
Anyways, what is he talking about here?
Darth wants to talk about the toe. I don't want to talk about the toe. It's not my toe. Somebody in my fire team has a problem with their toe.
It's an actual toe, though.
Yeah,
It's
no. This
toe
is not
meaning
like a
something.
metaphor. Like he has a problem with a toe, a medical problem, and he was telling us the explicit details of his issue with his toe today. That was not suitable for this podcast.
Toe issues. That's rough.
But
Athlete's
I hope you
foot.
feel better, buddy, and please stop telling me about your toe because it's getting kind of gross.
And we still haven't gotten our Atheon kill, which we haven't.
No, but here, you know what? I keep bringing it up. I keep being like, hey, we could do that, or hey, so and so's in vaulted class. Let's go get a checkpoint. And he's like, nah, I'll do it next week. Are we gonna go do this or what?
We need to do it. I need to turn on my Xbox first
Is it
off.
still alive?
It is.
When was the last time you got on the Xbox?
To actually play Destiny, that might have been the night that I accidentally turned it off in our 9th game of Trials.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was since then, but I don't know. That's the last thing I
So the
remember.
last
I've gotten
time
on
that you
since
played
to
Xbox, you deserted me, you left me high and dry, and you never
On
even
accident.
came back.
on
make
accident.
up
I did
for it.
turn it back on, but then I was like, I saw the game was over. I texted you and I'm like, dude, I'm going to bed. I'll explain this later.
Yeah.
But I have logged into the store, man. Logged into the store.
Good job. They have a sale
gotta
next
play.
week.
heard
Something
about
like that. The Xbox Ultimate Game Sale starts next week. They've got some new games, some AAA games. I think Halo 5 is going to be up there. Ark's going to be on sale. Doom, I think, is going to be on sale.
Nice.
It's going to be a bunch of good stuff.
Is Ark fully released?
No, it's still in
Still
early preview program or something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I feel like if we don't get into some of these Destiny questions, we're gonna lose.
Okay,
some
go.
listeners.
You go.
Sorry, guys.
Go.
Unwinding Axis 5. The weapons balance, I think, was the first time that the weapons will respond different in PvE and PvP.
Is that the first time?
Maybe other than some isolated.
Yeah, maybe other
Weapon
than
changes.
some like exotics.
Yeah. Because there was definitely some specific ones pointed out in the past. But I mean, am I confused in this last? Is he referring to this last weapon balance?
Yeah, I don't know if he means particular weapons or if he... Because I know that there's certain classes that are going to be different, like damage output wise. I don't know if any particular weapons are going to respond different, huh?
That is a good one. Derp fam, let us know what you think about unwinding.
Tell us what we're
question.
missing, guys.
Please.
Holden Court. Discussions around recent Rise of Iron reveals. I don't think we have anything super new. We had the Galahorn thing that I talked about. They confirmed that Titan armor is in fact raid armor. That's Siva armor. That's the Titan.
Oh
raid
yes,
armor.
the red and black. That stuff looks cool, man.
Yes.
I do love how they do that. They make the armor from the raid look like the enemy you're
I
facing.
love that armor. A lot of people didn't care for it. I thought it was super.
It's kind of like cubicle and boxy, and I didn't really at first super
that
like it, but
Warmind
now
stuff
I like
is
it.
so cool though.
Yeah.
I love it. And I like how the butt cloth was like a whatever you want to call that thing. Like it was in the front, that was just like different. It looked cool.
Yeah.
Since
Since we're not getting a cloak.
Yeah. He also mentions faction stuff. We did see Faction Sparrow in a picture. that's pretty cool. And we saw some faction ghosts. I'm hoping we get some new faction quests. What about you?
Yes, definitely. I hope the factions are more intertwined. We know we're not getting a new faction. They confirmed that.
Oh, yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yep, they said.
That kind of
I
shut me
forget
down.
in all the interviews we listened to and read, but I do remember they said no new factions for Rise
I'm
of
hoping
Iron.
this faction stuff, though, is stuff that you earn and not get by chance.
Yeah.
What about you?
No, I agree. You waited forever back in the day for that. At least it's more frequent now.
Yeah, they
You
did
get
turn it
stuff,
up. It is
but-
nice. Like I switched to Future War Cult because I get tired of waiting for Comitatus, and so I've been ranking that up a bunch. And I got the year 1 Future War Cult ship. I've got 2 shaders, 2 emblems, a whole bunch of stuff, which is pretty cool. It's nice to get new things.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always nice. It's a very rewarding game right now, and it's going to need to be to hold us over till September. We're going to need a live event soon.
Wake me up when September begins.
Green Day.
Yeah, Green Bay
Green Bay.
Packers.
Green Day. Seen them live.
April 87. What do you think Destiny is doing to their servers?
I do not know.
This is what we're saying.
Something's going on.
So, I mean, we talked about last week how a couple people have thrown out, maybe they're getting some stuff set up for custom matchmaking. Heard some more folks kind of spin on that, more this week. Like, obviously, they are doing something behind the scenes to get things ready. I don't know what that is.
Well, they don't, if they're just tweaking certain parts of the game, like a class balance or something, some of this stuff, like you mentioned, these other podcasters are talking about, that doesn't break that kind of stuff. You wouldn't think. I mean, I'm no expert, but there is some funny business going on right now with the Destiny.
It's pretty weird. And without being a developer and knowing what's going on behind the scenes, there's no way for us to really pin down what's causing what.
It would be so cool to get custom games for Rise of Iron.
Yeah.
Dedicated servers, like he mentions, might be a stretch. I don't know when. It would be nice, as much money as they seem to be making off this game, for us to get dedicated servers, but it's going to be a bit, I think, before we see something like that.
Upgraded servers?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Help us
seeing
out a
that
bit.
we're switching
Is it
to
true?
just current gen, I mean...
Is it true that Terry's mentioned this before, and I'm sure he's read it somewhere, that throughout a Crucible game, they swap the host, throughout the game?
Yeah, it's like every 30 seconds.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember where I picked that up. It was in an interview with somebody from Bungie, and they were explaining what happens. And
so weird, because back in the day, and
constantly.
Yeah, in Gears, it would just pause the game and put the total screen on until it migrated the host.
Oh wow!
And then in Call of Duty, it did the same thing. The screen would come up. At least old Call of Duty back when I played, say migrating.
But it's a hybrid, right? So you've got a host, but you also have a server negotiating those connections, and the server has certain elements and the host has certain elements, and then you have other things being displayed on the rest of the screens that when that migration is happening, that's how you don't notice it, because there's so much jumping around that's happening. And that might have a lot to do with why it can be so inconsistent sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We need to get somebody on the show to tell us very specific details.
Need
about
a network architect. Please.
If you're listening, tweet at Destiny Reset.
Please.
And please really know about
this
the topic
thing that we're talking about.
Big Red Tricks. Everybody knows Big Red.
Mm-hmm.
He set up that Rumble tourney for us.
No doubt.
Talk about your streaming setups in detail. Our streaming setup is totally different.
Yeah. Mine is crazy.
Go for it.
I patched mine together.
It's really cool, actually. You were telling me about it. I
It's
didn't
cool
even think
because I did not have to make any investment to get this going. So my computer, I have a laptop. It's a HP ProBook, and dude, this is not an expensive laptop. This thing is a beast, though. It is a quad core. And I do have 8 gig of RAM in it, but it does not have a dedicated graphics card or anything like that. It's got like an integrated graphics card. So I've got Windows 10. I've got an Xbox. Long story short, here's how I set it up. You can use the Windows 10 native Xbox app to stream what's going on your Xbox to your PC. If you have Windows 10, you get OBS set up. You're going to need a second monitor. So one monitor, your primary monitor, is going to be purely dedicated to streaming what's happening on the console. And then you're using OBS to capture that screen. And you're kind of monitoring and taking care of business all on your other monitor. So you can click around, keep an eye on things, look at your Twitch dashboard, all that stuff. And then I use my mic for my audio to the stream, not to my Xbox. So I'm using my headset to communicate with everybody. You can get the party chat included by going to your settings, go to sound settings, go to the output and change the selection to put out party chat to both headset and speakers. So what's happening is it's also feeding the sound to your PC speaker internal mixer, and OBS is picking that up. So it's getting the sound, it's getting your party chat all pumped through, and OBS is capturing the screen, capturing that audio. Then you set up your stream using OBS and you pump it out, and that's it. It's pretty simple, actually.
That works.
Yeah.
We've got some similar aspects in there.
I drop some frames sometimes. It's not always super awesome because I don't have a great PC for what I'm trying to do, but it's good enough. It gets a stream up, and that's what matters.
Well, you're using OBS too. You've got OBS integrated, so you can do overlays.
Yeah, I just gotta get it set up, and gotta get the graphics and learn how to do it and stuff.
Which we talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
We can get that figured out, man.
Mm-hmm.
My setup is a little bit more, I think, traditional for some streamers. It is Elgato to capture, and then I send that to my PC, and I capture the video with OBS. And the tricky part that took me a minute to figure out is I have Astros, so I have them hooked up with a digital optical cable, and that goes into the PlayStation, the optical, and then the USB part of the headset goes into my PC. So my headset actually acts for game audio and chat for you guys to hear it on stream.
Okay.
And then I use my podcast mic plugged directly into the front of my PlayStation for my party to be able to hear me.
Interesting.
Yes. And then actually on the PlayStation, which is what the Xbox just got a month or so ago, you were saying, on the PlayStation, I can tell it for input to take my podcast mic and for output to do my stereo.
Oh, nice.
My amplifier. So then by doing that, pretty much the same as you, it shoots all the audio for the game and the people talking in my party to OBS. So the trick there is to figure out how then to get your chat, your voice, so your fire team can hear you. And that's just simply, like I said, plugging your podcast mic directly into your console.
Yeah.
This is PlayStation. This works on PlayStation. I know it also works on Xbox, but it's just a little bit... I take that back. It's not tricky anymore because you can do what you said. You can do what's the option again?
You go to sound settings, and then it's a choice that allows you to pump out party chat both through speakers and through your headset.
Yes, that's what's huge. You got to get the game audio and the chat going.
Another setting I found that was really
audio.
important was something that you wouldn't think of, but what it does is reduces, I think, not game audio. Yeah, it reduces game audio when people are speaking. Mm-hmm. And that's not something I had enabled because you have an onboard mixer on Astro A50s that allow you to manually do that. But if you adjust that to either 50 or 80%, it'll prevent the game audio from getting too loud on your stream when people are speaking. So it does that for you, which is nice.
Well, of course, if you guys have any questions, I was actually just chatting back and forth a couple weeks ago with a businessman on Twitter because he was finalizing his setup. Yeah, so we will be happy to answer any questions. Yeah. I got to say, it was pretty overwhelming for me to figure out some of those. I just sat in my chair and I was like, how am I going to get my voice, blah, 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 blah. And then I just found, you find YouTube videos and it's like, oh,
that's kind of how I had to work it out like one step by step.
And now you just plug it in seconds and you're good to go.
I tackled one problem at a time, did test streams, figured out what's going on here and here, figured out how to work around it.
Well, don't think you're crazy out there, guys, if you're trying to set up streaming.
It's not easy, bro.
It's not easy.
It's easier than it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely on my side. But it's still not easy. So
it's great though once you get it set up.
Yeah.
Big Red also asks, in-depth NLB tips section would be great. I actually am hoping I had that new little title that I came up with for a YouTube series called Arrow's Arsenal.
Yeah.
That I really would like to do, and the first gun I'm going to do is NLB.
Of course
probably.
What's the next one going to be? Party Crasher?
All time. No. Maybe Last Word.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah. But NLB, just a few tips. I'm no expert, but I am definitely comfortable with a gun. Now, trying to translate that for you guys is difficult sometimes, but I don't know what it is about it, but it just clicks for me. But I did look up some things kind of in prep that still helped me out for these videos that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a super floaty gun when you're aiming down sights. If anybody's used it, you know that. So, and it also is, the field of view is just horrible.
Right.
So, like, you don't want to be down your scope that often in that gun.
Yeah.
It's more of a peek and shoot and jump back out.
Mm-hmm.
Reload canceling is the biggest thing ever with that gun.
Yeah.
You can cancel that reload so quick. It's just, and you get the feel for it just super fast. And I almost reload too much with that gun, more than I should. There's also, man, there is something with this gun that I have still yet to see myself. I saw a review of Holtzman using it from Planet Destiny, and he said, I think it was him, he said, when you, and this is what I love about the gun, the iron sights are like the exact size of a Guardian's face.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no question when you got the headshot lined up. But apparently a red dot actually shows up right, like when you have the headshot lined up.
Really?
And I have still never seen it.
Hmm.
I don't know if I'm just not paying attention. When I have the shot lined up, I just know it because I'm used to it and I just shoot. But I don't know. I still have yet to see it, so I can't confirm. But I have heard multiple people talk about it in the community.
Interesting.
Apparently, like a little red dot shows up. But anyways, you guys tell me if you've ever seen that.
Cool.
The gun has super high aim assist as well, so that helps a lot. What were you gonna say, Cyborg?
No, I'm learning, man.
I love it, man. Accurized ballistics and snapshot, probably the
snapshot makes a lot of sense.
Yes, and you know what? That's pretty much it for now. I know with
Wait till the video.
2.0 patch, they did, that was the huge one where they fixed the
parallax issue with it.
Yes. Yeah.
See, when they changed that, before that happened, I got comfortable with it, and when they changed it, I can't get used to it now.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I haven't taken a huge amount of time, but the several times that I've brought it out and tried, I just couldn't do what I was doing with it. And I was like, I'll mess with this later.
Dude, it's one of those guns like everybody should. I always wanted to pick it up, and I just kept putting it off and putting it off. It was I think I've mentioned this before, but it was the first Crucible drop I got way back in the day when you just got random exotic drops. And that was back when everybody was bashing the gun like crazy.
Yeah.
And like once you pick it up and you just let yourself get used to it. Now, I think I've mentioned before, it will goof around with your normal sniper scope feel.
Yeah.
Like it does not feel the same at all. But I love the gun. And a lot of people, somebody mentioned to me this week they like to use a sidearm with it, which is great because you can get body shots so well with that gun, and then you just clean it up with a sidearm. For me, I love a shotgun with it because I'm going for the headshot, and if I happen to get a body shot, I'm gonna do a little trickery crouch, whatever, or bum rush over a object and just finish them off with a shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
But a sidearm is, I actually want to goof around with a sidearm a little bit more with it because that is a great.
That's a good pairing.
Yes,
sidearms are great if you get the right one. Iron Wreath. That's what I would suggest.
Anyways, sorry, enough about the NLB. Hopefully release a fun video before too long.
Great. At J. Howard, discuss where everyone is in between hype and drought. All the issues with Destiny and new PvP games like Overwatch. Are people still happy with the state the game is in? I think you hit the nail on the head, Howard. Everyone is right in between hype and drought.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough place to be. It's place that we've been in several times before. It's a little tough this time because we got an announcement, but have to wait even longer for more substantial information about what we're getting. It's kind of a tough spot to be in. But
if they wouldn't hit the reward mark with the April update, we would be feeling some drought pain right now.
It would probably be a wasteland, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But
the game's so rewarding right now.
Yeah, but you mentioned other new PvP games like Overwatch. I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of happy Overwatch came out because it gave people in our community something else to do where they could still play with each other. It's what I would call a popcorn shooter. Like you can jump in, you can play for a little while, and you can go play another game. Like it's not a grindy like Call of Duty might be, where people could just crack out for 3 months. I think it's a great compliment to the place that we're in as a community. I'm happy to see people rally around another game that they can get behind and enjoy, and jump to a party, and I see all the same people. Maybe they're playing a different game, but I get to hang out and they're having fun and they're not complaining.
Mm-hmm. The division's getting, I think, back to a little bit better place now too.
Is it really?
They've released some patches, and I believe they allow you now to re-roll a perk on an exotic you get, which before you couldn't, and the drop rates were really low. I actually almost jumped back into the division this week because the Underground DLC came out, and I bought the season pass.
Right.
But guess what? Xbox and Windows have 1 month exclusivity.
Wow.
Yep. So they kind of just like took me back a notch again.
That sucks.
And I know you know that more than anybody, Destiny Xbox side. But I was like, man, I wanted to jump back on the division for a minute, and I can't play the DLC that came out because they actually released a mode called Underground that is like a randomly generated, like not wave based, but like a randomly generated dungeon type of mode. And I was like, yes, I want to jump back on there and just check it out. Nope, you got to wait till August, dude. You're not on Xbox.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I agree. Other games are great.
Yeah. I think are people still happy with the state the game is in? I think that they're going to be as happy as they want to be. I think that the developers put a lot of time into at least a semi-sized update and balancing and tuning.
Dude, they
got to
get
on it. Like
point with the live events, though, right? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Like we need to already have had a live event.
Well, so when another thing we found out this week is the the live event team is now the DLC team.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering why we haven't had a live event, it's because they started working on Rise of Iron in January.
Which doesn't, like, I don't get it, man. Like, we need at least once every 3 months, we need an SRL type of thing.
Yeah.
I think.
But you know what? Long run, I will take a DLC every 4 to 6 months over live events any day.
True. Very true. The only thing is Rise of Iron, as we know, isn't as large as the Taken King this fall. So even more
but it's
reason
also
for us
bigger than
to
House
need.
of Wolves.
Right. But it's a fall release.
Yeah.
Like, so we're going to need some live events a little while after that releases.
Yeah, and I think that they have said that stuff is going to continue to come post that release, that we should expect those things.
But from what you heard about them being the DLC team, now I didn't see that. That pretty much
I can't remember
the
what
deal on
interview it was, but they said this team is now the DLC team.
So
and
that
they said
seals the
they
deal
have
pretty
been
much
working
on
on
us
this for 6
getting
months.
Yeah, we're not getting a live event before Rise of Iron then, right?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It would be nice. Well, we're getting whatever it is for Bungie Day. I think that's what it's going to be.
Yeah. That'll hype it up a bit.
So last he says, are people going to be able to hold on till Rise of Iron, or is it more hype leading into a letdown? Yes, they will be able to hold on.
I think so.
It's 80 days away.
I've said it before too. I think Rise of Iron is going to give us a lot of cool quality of life stuff dropping last gen. Unfortunately for you last geners, speaking of that, at Captain Zork, can we talk about how it's lonely out here as a last gen player? We're sorry, man. Like, I really feel for you. I feel for you, but it really, like, it whether it was Destiny 2 or just Rise of Iron for now, like, it really needed to happen.
It's painful. Soon. It was going to happen, but that console is 10 years old. And
I don't know how they're developing the current game on that console.
I don't know, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're sorry that that's
consoles.
The situation you're in, It probably is pretty sparse if you're logging on to a 360 or PS3 looking for people to play with.
It really does stink because they're playing the same game we are, and now all of a sudden they're not going to be able to get the expansions.
So hopefully you can upgrade, man, and join us in current gen. I think there's better opportunities than ever for you to do that. I saw a first gen Xbox One on sale on eBay, brand new, for $230 this week. So save up that money, brother. Get in there. Do it. You can make it. You can get here with us.
Join the Derp fam on the current gen if you can.
At Darth Digits has another question. He mentioned elemental telemetries, which I think is a really cool idea that I heard by Say No to Rage on the Destiny Planet podcast, whatever that place is called. Planet Destiny podcast. He said, hey, rather than have skins or this or that, have telemetries that you pop. They last for like 30 minutes and then give you the element. So if you're doing something like a Nightfall or whatever, I thought that was a great design idea.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
3 of coins, creating higher drop chances for strike-specific gear. Here I am wanting to get rid of
that. Already
coins.
Happens, Darth. When you pop 3 coins, you're increasing chances for higher tier loot, and that's why you'll get more legendaries sometimes.
Really?
That's as I understand.
Are you trolling
No,
right
dude.
now? I thought it was just related to exotics.
I don't think so, because in my humble opinion, in my experience, when I'm popping 3 coins and I don't get an exotic, I find way more legendaries from ultras. Wow. And it's been a long time since I've read stuff about people talking about this, but I remember a lot of people pretty much saying, hey, that's my experience too.
Well, that works.
I think that's.
I really thought
it works that way.
Exotic related.
Somebody tell me.
Let us know if
it doesn't.
Cyborg's trolling us all right now.
If it doesn't, I think that's a great idea. Importance of custom games in Rise of Iron. when there's going to be so many PvP focused games out this fall? There's something else they were talking about in Planet Destiny this week. Obviously, someone has been listening to that podcast.
Dude, they would make so many people happy with custom games if they did a little ninja drop with Rise of Iron.
The point brought up in Planet Destiny podcast is it's so important for them to have custom games this fall because they are going to have a lot of competition against new PvP games like the new Battlefield and the new Call of Duty, and et cetera, that's going to be launching. And PvP is such an important part of this game that we just really need it so bad, guys. Oh my God.
And PvP is what, if you're not a PvP player in Destiny, I mean, it's
what keeps it going for you.
Yes, for us people that are, like, I feel for the PvE players because that's what keeps the droughts, like, not so intense.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's almost a no-brainer. Like, they almost have to give us custom games this fall to, especially like we just mentioned, since Rise of Iron isn't as large as we got last fall. Like, custom games, it's like you're just handing it to the community. Here, go have fun with this game and don't get bored for quite a while. We'll give you something down the road, but we know this will keep you busy.
Seriously. The amount of tournaments and just ridiculous setups that can be had, I mean...
And no wait time.
Dude.
No orbit sweats.
Oh my gosh,
sweaty orbits.
Man. The experience that I had this week would be non-existent.
Yes.
At Holden Court, when is the Mista Lighthouse event happening?
Dude, I forgot about this.
I know. Well, Mr. Woodhouse, you were supposed to carry him to the lighthouse.
Yes.
In the weekend that was supposed to happen, something happened.
Well, it all formed like in one day.
Yeah.
And then we decided that weekend was when we were doing it, and I don't think schedules worked out. But for some reason, I feel like...
Is it not the weekend trials got canceled?
I think trials got canceled after that night wasn't going to work anyways.
Yeah.
But we're down, Mr. Lighthouse, if you're listening.
Mr. Woody.
We need to do it. Mr. Lighthouse.
Let's do it.
No, it's Mr. Lighthouse.
Mr. Lighthouse.
Mr. Woodhouse. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. We could even... He's only on PlayStation, isn't he? I was going to say we could even try to do
he's on
two of
Xbox.
us and him. Is he on Xbox? Well, there you go. We need to... I know Tattoo was going to run with us, but it'd still be fun just to run with him in general. Cyborg,
yeah.
We need to just play some trials with
No
him.
doubt.
If he's listening, this is a test.
This is a test.
Tweet us. Scorio. What is a small thing you want to see in Rise of Iron that isn't already confirmed? Weapon, perk, activity, character, anything. Go for it, Cyborg.
Isn't already confirmed?
This is a wish list kind of thing.
That's tough, man. New abilities for existing subclasses.
Nice.
What do you think?
You know, it'd be crazy. I guess I don't remember this, but somebody said over the last week or so that way back in the beta, you had to actually lock in your subclass abilities. Did you
I think
play
it was
in
the
beta?
alpha.
Was it the alpha?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Can you imagine if we couldn't swap our nodes and our subclasses?
That was
you had to actually pick your tree, and then I guess pay Glimmer to be able to
I remember
redo
one
it.
of the developers talking about this, that their original intention was to have you unlock nodes and you had to hard select one, and that's what you were locked into for that character. That's what you had to play. But they ultimately went a different route.
Well, I, of course, want a true wave-based game mode.
No doubt. Do you
With
think
Rise of
that
Iron.
you're going to get that there?
No, I'm not going to get it.
But that's what
I'm
you
going,
want to see.
Way out there wish list.
Yeah.
No, we are not going to get that. But, I mean...
He said a small thing.
Oh, he did say small. Sorry, Scorio.
I guess my
gave you a
thing
large
isn't even
thing.
that small.
How about our character speaks more?
That's a great one right there. To hear a character speak again. How about the stranger shows up?
Ooh, that would be fun.
No doubt.
I'd be down for that. We got a fun last one here, man, but
Yeah.
Cam Pike Mayer asked for our top 5.
Okay.
Is he wanting 5 of each? Because I think we do 1 of each, and we'll just quick fire ask each other.
Yeah,
so
I think
like
you
your
wanted
top
the top
of
5
each.
of each one.
So we'll do the top 1
Of each 5.
one. Yes, of each 5. How about that?
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
You want me to ask you, man?
If you want, or you don't want to go first?
It makes me no difference.
All right, I'll go. Go ahead and ask me.
All right, here we go. Weapon.
Plan C.
Breakfast.
Pancakes.
PvP
X
map.
is blue.
Movie before you turned 18.
Jurassic Park.
First CD you ever bought.
Oh, man, that's a tough one. I think it was a Jars
How
of
about
Clay
just
CD.
first one? There you go. Nice. I was going to say first one you remember.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Jurassic Park's a good one, man.
That movie changed my life.
Love it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Top 5. Weapon.
NLB.
Breakfast.
Sausage biscuit.
Ooh. PvP map.
It's got to have cheese on it, though.
Yeah. No doubt.
I'm just going to say Thieves' Den. Just
Oh,
because.
you bastard. Movie before you turned 18.
U.S. Marshals.
What is that?
I'm pretty sure I wasn't 18. Dude, that is Tommy Lee Jones and his crew from The Fugitive. And Wesley Snipes was the wrongly convicted fugitive in U.S. Marshals.
So wait, is it like The Fugitive 2?
Basically, it's his whole team, the same actors and everything from The Fugitive.
Is it the same fictional characters?
Yes.
This is amazing. I've never heard of this.
Yep. And Wesley Snipes is who they're chasing, but I won't
Is
say
he
too much more.
wrongly
Go watch it.
accused?
It's great, man. I won't tell you for sure. I won't tell you for sure. They make you believe to think that, but I won't tell you for sure. Anyways.
What the twist? All right, first CD you ever bought.
Movie. I remember actually my mom buying me the album, Aerosmith's album, Pink.
I remember you told me that.
Yeah,
like
and
Aerosmith.
that, man, I still am a big Aerosmith fan. I don't listen to him a lot anymore. We were just talking about this before the show randomly. But deep down in my heart, there's always a place for Aerosmith.
Nice, dude.
Oh, and he said, don't think, go. I think we accomplished that.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good.
That was fun.
Yeah. Good one, Cam Pike.
We may need a little segment to get to know your host.
Rapid fire, AMA. Well, good. Thanks for all the questions, Derp fam.
Thank you, guys.
And the quick come through there.
That all came about in 5 minutes?
Literally 5 minutes.
In Discord?
Yep. What a Derp fam Friday.
Well, guess what, Cyborg? We had a whole episode of it last week. Speaking of that, thanks to everyone for all the feedback on the 1 year and these
and all the thank
celebratory
yous and
tweets and such.
happy birthdays. Very nice of you.
We
We're
appreciate
well into year 2.
We are, and it's time for some year 2 Derp Fam feels.
Sounds fun,
Or
man.
speak pipes.
Dude, smooch pipes galore this week. We've got one from Blinker Fluid 89. Let's take a listen.
How's it going, fam? Blinker Fluid here, answering Burning Wings Challenge. I've started to take screenshots so I can prove it. I want to start out by thanking Arrow and Cyborg and the admin team for creating this amazing community that I'm so proud to be a part of. There is no way I can name all the people that I've played with in the time that I have. So all I'm going to say is thank you all for being so amazing. I've taken breaks from playing before, but with the fam, I don't see that happening again. For my challenge, I'm going to challenge the one that told me about Dirt Fam and the one that got me into the Destiny in the first place. I'm going to call out my brother, Strategy God. Almost forgot. Warlocks for the win.
All right, Blinker Fluid. Your brother, Strategy God, called out. I don't know if I knew that was his brother.
I think he's saying my brother.
No, I think he actually meant brother.
Is it really his actual brother?
It really sounded like it, but we could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Somebody confirm this.
Strategy God was our geography lesson last week.
He was, man. He had that long email. It was awesome.
Yes. But he said he got him into Destiny and the Dirt Fam. So that's a pretty awesome fire team.
Nice.
Friend and or real life brother. We don't know for sure.
No doubt. But he says Warlocks for the win. Holla.
Instant friend of Cyborgs.
That's right. Hit me up. Slide into my DMs. Who else we got?
We've got Flavorous.
Flavorous.
Flavor Flav met the challenge, the smooch pipe challenge.
Yes.
If I can say it right. So let's take a listen.
All right, it's everybody's favorite flavor here. Larson, thanks for the challenge, man. I appreciate it. I joined the clan in January. Before then, I was a lone titan with a terrible light level who never got anything done. Now I am a proud hunter that gets everything done. You guys ran me through my first King's Fall roving. You ran me through Crota for the first time. But the thing I care most about is you guys have helped me get so much better at PvP. I've gone from like a 0.7 to a 1.2 since I joined the clan. And that's because you guys have just brought me up to that level. You've helped me so much. I can't say how much I appreciate it. Exodus, Deadly Teddy, Big Red, Fugs, Chronic, Milks, Pluto, Roving. You guys are awesome. You're my friends. You're my family. But you're my boys of Destiny. I love you. The person I decided to call out, I flip-flopped on who it was going to be, but I had to settle on the person that I play with the most. He is the montage maker, my parkour partner in crime. He is my Rumble buddy, but you guys know him better as Big Red Tricks. It's your turn, buddy.
All right, Flavorous. Man, it was fun hanging out with you this week. I know you were a Titan. I'm pretty sure you're a hunter now, right? So I forgive you for that. But I'm glad to hear that you've improved and you've had so many fun journeys with the Derp fam, and I'm sure you'll remember that for a long time, man.
I love the story there, man.
Yeah. It's the stories that
solo
make the
Titan.
difference.
Yep. And the Derp fam.
But hey, Big Red Tricks, you're up, buddy. Can't wait to hear from what you got to say. We got a speak pipe. It's late night with Manny G time, y'all.
Get ready.
Manny G got a speak pipe for you coming at you. Let's take a listen.
What's up, guys? This is Manny. Hey, I just want to call and give a shout out. There's a group of Guardians out there who they're not able to get very involved. They have time restraints or whatnot. They just can't get in Discord. They can't get involved in that capacity. And they're listeners, but they still support us. They listen every week. They care about what we're doing. They care about our positive gaming environment. And they just can't get that deeply involved. You could still sport that derp tag if you like. We've got plenty of space for you. At your choice. But I just want to say thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for caring about what we're doing. And you're still a part of the Derp fam, whatever capacity you're able to support. It's sport. So thanks. Thanks for being there. Thanks for being a part of the fam. Love you guys. Peace.
All right, Manny. Excellent speak pipe. We listened to this and we're so glad you made it a point to talk about this because this is so true. If you guys are busy out there in the Derp fam and or you're just listeners of the podcast, don't hesitate to join the clan. There's always room for you, but we understand.
Yeah.
Life's busy.
Even if you're busy, join and just have the opportunity to jump in there. Even if it was once a week and you can jump in and just, see what's up, talk to a few people, lurk. I lurk a lot.
Yeah, I lurk as well.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes I have to because I can't type
And then it tells you who's typing, and they're like, "Oh, I see you there."
Mm-hmm. I see you. So,
Yep.
But thanks for that, Manny.
The Discord can be overwhelming.
Dude, Discord is out of control the past couple weeks.
Don't let it be overwhelming, guys. Just if you want to drop something like Cyborg said every now and then, it's all good.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you for listening and being a part of the family.
I have to, okay. I was supposed to do an impression of Vincent Smalls.
Oh, okay.
But he told me what to say, and I didn't write it down, and now it's lost in Discord chat.
Tweet at Cyborg Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Vincent.
I can't find it. I can't find what he wanted me to say.
We'll save it for an episode outro.
Yeah.
If you can get it to him again.
I'll do it next week, buddy. I promise. Well, it started because I decided I wanted to do a UK accent, and they're like, holy crap, it just felt like Vincent was here. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I told Vincent, that apparently I did a good impression of him, and I was like, give me something to say, and I'll say it for you, and then you can be the judge. So we'll do it next week.
You got lost in Discord.
Yep, lost in Discord.
Are you promising him that it'll be your quote show exit?
No, I'll just do it
give it
at
that?
some point in the show for him.
Okay, that works.
No. The exit quote is very special. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right, not that. I'm going overboard here.
Calm down, dude. Calm your tits.
Sorry, man.
Well, fun show this week, man. Shorty, but a goodie.
Yes, always fun. Again, thank you guys for the questions. We appreciate
Absolutely.
it. Every now and then, things are slow in Destiny, including the TWAB, and we love to get feedback from you guys on things to chat about.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Where can people find you, Air Knight?
You can find me on Twitter at The Arrow Knight, YouTube and Twitch, Arrow Knights.
Awesome.
What about you, man? What about
You
you?
can find me at Cyborg Sasquatch on Twitter and twitch.tv/Cyborg Sasquatch. Really easy. You can always find us at Destiny Reset on Twitter. Drop us a follow. Slide into our DMs, baby. You can always find us online on the World Wide Web at DestinyResetPodcast.com. That is your resource for all things Destiny Reset Podcast. You can find a link to join the Derp Fam. You want to join the Derp Fam? You keep tweeting me. Go into that dang website, DestinyResetPodcast.com. Click the Bungie icon. Be transported magically to our Bungie.net group and click join, damn it.
These have gotten fierce.
I just have a lot of passion.
It really does, though. DestinyResetPodcast.com. All the links you need, except Discord. We make you go one click further. We ask you to into the forums, and you'll find a Discord. You actually will probably find it on the wall of the B.net group, because Guardian,
right,
Born, and Holden Court are posting it on there like every day.
Definitely. It's really easy. We try to make it as easy as we can for you to find this stuff, guys.
Yes.
And then last, of course, on the website, you can find a YouTube of our most recent shows. You can find links to our social media and a way to subscribe to the show on your platform of choice.
Excellent.
That is all.
As always, thank you for the iTunes reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I had to look at this name for a minute, but I believe it's Psycho Redneck.
I couldn't figure this one out.
I thought it was Psycord Neck.
Yeah.
I believe it's Psycho
Redneck.
Thank you for the
Clever.
iTunes review. We appreciate it. And of course, as always, as it should be, he or she says, they like the show, they love the show, but the community that comes along with it is even better.
That's where the hotness is at.
Yep, the Derp Fam.
No doubt.
Well, I had fun, dude.
Me too, man.
We're into year 2 of the Derp.
High five.
Digital, electronic, through the podcast mic, high five, the Skype waves. Air high five.
Nice.
All right, man.
All right, buddy.
Until next week, have fun playing Destiny, and take care, Guardians.
Hey guys, it's me Orcs, and I just want to wish everyone a happy Canada Day and 4th of July. I'm gonna be having some hot dogs on the Dreadnought. If anybody wants to come, just call me, because I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, bye.